The EU and the United States have launched formal negotiations on one of the world's most ambitious free trade agreements, promising millions of jobs and economic growth on both sides of the Atlantic. Now, the deal ideally will bring together the regions that account for almost half of the world's total economic output and about a third of its trade, unlocking enormous economic gains in the process and creating at least an estimated 2 million jobs. Now, the deal is estimated to be worth about £100 billion to the Eurozone economy, £80 billion to the US and £85 billion to the rest of the world. Now, the plan was first considered about 3 decades ago, but it was vetoed at the time by France, which wanted to shield its film and culture sectors from competition from Hollywood. This time round, though, France is seen as being supportive of the deal. In South Africa, youth unemployment is on everyone's mind. Many organizations and business people are searching for solutions to train and empower this significant segment of that country's population. CCTV's Angelo Coppola caught up with Strive Masiyiwa, chairman and founder of Econet Wireless, to get his ideas on how youth unemployment in South Africa can be resolved.
Masiyiwa is also a board member of the Rockefeller Foundation. He was at the World Economic Forum on Africa to launch an initiative that aims to touch the lives of 1 million youngsters in a $97 million 7-year project in 6 African countries. He's passionate about re-engineering businesses to make space for youth employment.
There are companies who have changed the way they distribute goods to make it easier for young people to participate in selling of those goods, to make it easier for processing of information. There's vast information which companies need to process. This does not need to be done on site.
It's clear that Masiyiwa practices what he preaches. The company has just completed the largest terrestrial fiber optic system in Africa, linking all the major cities, built by Chinese contractors and suppliers from China.
We created tens of thousands of jobs for young people. Now, this is the arrival of the internet. And this is what young people are about. They are playing with their cell phones. And we are saying they can be using those cell phones to be employed.
While this is good news for those that were employed during the construction phase, it doesn't end there.
What's next is we've got to get going. We've got to step up, okay? Because if we don't get these young people employed, let's not cry tomorrow when they come back as child soldiers.
Much research has gone into developing programs to address youth unemployment. But the fact is that many of the jobs that the youth will be doing in the near and distant future haven't been created yet. But the start has to be made somewhere. I'm Angelo Coppola for CCTV in Cape Town.
Let's make a quick run through the markets at the opening of trade on Tuesday, starting as usually do in Nigeria. The market there in the red, down by just over 0.4. Over in South Africa, the all-share index up by just under a percentage point or so, 40,723.11. And the NSE 20 share index here in Nairobi, ending the day, of course, yesterday much lower, down by just about a percentage point or so. The bear streak still very firmly in control, rather, over there. And up north in Egypt, the EGX 30 was higher by about 0.7.